topsy-turvy opening weekend. It's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. You look at this Browns defense, and they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Gets it out wide quickly. Burks with it.
No gain on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Falcons at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 42. A good pick up there, 20 yards. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, here we go. Riggs. 19 light.
Throwing on first down. Rutherford. Dancing to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
They run on first down with Jackson. Touchdown, Falcons! Great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
On the set. Shot, 17.
On 1st and 10, Elliott. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage. Put the ball right on him.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. You talk about this Falcon defense.
It's quite a unit, number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Normally you want teams to gel late in the season, but this unit, they've been terrific right from the word go. Came in as the number 1 rated unit against the pass in the NFL after just 1 week.
Off the play fake, Elliott.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked on with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Off the bootleg, Elliott. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
In motion left goes Burks.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll send a receiver in motion left. To throw on 2nd down. Rutherford.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Here's Bass now to send it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rutherford. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
44 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
In motion left goes Burks. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Browns are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing to start the drive. Elliott.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, go Peters. Check, huh?
Paul ought to give up the middle.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Play action. Elliott.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Well, they matched their opponent's pick 6 from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. That's for the opposing offense. You wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field, you know?
They got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost. And number 2, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
He's going to take another shot here.
And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Check right.
Give to Hall running right. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Ready, ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Check, smash. Hut.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Browns have taken the lead.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get the... And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. 92 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. And runs like that makes it pretty easy to see why folks around here like this guy so much, Charles.
It didn't take any fancy scouting to realize this guy could play, has speed, explosiveness, the whole deal, and he's showing exactly why they went and got him.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Oh. To cough up that football, these defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
On the double. Black Ultra. Claude Ray. Set, go.
On first down, Elliott. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open down.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 42 yards.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Slide through. Ready.
They'll run with Hall. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and then...
Touchdown, Browns! Amon-Ra St. Brown. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
28. Falcons 14. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Rutherford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll look to throw again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. And he missed it. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered, and this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
Set, ready.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. 1 second, all that remains. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
97. Watch out now. 52.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved.
On the ready. 10 cycles.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Now a 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Elliott. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
Back to throw. Elliott. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. The Browns send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And if well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Here we go.
Now a give, it's Jackson.
Down to about the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake, Rutherford. And his throw is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
To throw on 3rd down, Rutherford. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Throwing on 1st down, Rutherford.
He completes this one to Mingo.
Touchdown, Falcons! Jonathan Mingo, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Falcons have got it back to within a score.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Look at the juke. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The 71 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Elliott. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From the gun on 3rd down, Elliott. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
At their own 13-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Sets up the screen to Robinson. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
They run with Jackson out of the gun, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And they're going to speed things up here. To throw on 2nd down, Rutherford. He's got his pass-catching tight end, that's Pitts. And he'll be out right at the 35. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Robinson will try to pick it up. Dances by him. 3/4 of the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Rutherford. Escaping the pressure right.
That pass taken in by Burks.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there at 22. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 36. There he goes, left side.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Bijan Robinson.
That one's a milestone. Touchdown number 150 for his great career.
And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And now the kick is blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Ball again on 2nd down. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
The offense on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Play action. Elliott. That is caught. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They'll give to Hall.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there.
Let's go.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Browns will add to their 4th quarter lead. Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Browns 35, Falcons 27.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
Looking to throw on second down. Rutherford looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They find some open field here. Across midfield. He's on his way. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth.
How about the vision on the run here? This one's intended to just be a straight dive up the middle. But once he gets through traffic, he sees that the open space is to the outside, so he's just going to angle himself out wide and win the race to the pylon.
19 tight. 19 tight. Let's go.
They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Here we go. Set.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game here in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got...
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Ready up.
Operating from the gun, Rutherford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down.
Back to throw. Rutherford. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
A give left side to Robinson.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Second and 6 coming up.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Bijan Robinson
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Falcons have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
And touchdown and congratulations and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
That's Carr, and he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. This is 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Here comes 2nd down.
A gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 22-yard line.
Back to throw.
St. Brown on the catch. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down. Got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as they understand where they are on the field?
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
He's back to throw.
He'll go right back to St. Brown.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll look to throw.
He gets it underneath to Hall.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Okay, ready? Here comes 2nd down and 5.
He'll look to throw.
There's Hall bringing in another one.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw again.
And check down, complete to Hall.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is third down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's in for the touchdown. And barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds of this ball game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Browns, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll get another road date next week as